Welcome to JMO with Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, December 16th, and Joe, love makes a man do some crazy shit sometimes.
Ain't that right?
It is incredible what some good pussy can do to a man. Holy fuck me. It is insane.
I wonder what you're talking about.
Referring to the Sherrone Moore firing at Michigan.
Yeah.
Big news, the big news from the weekend, college football wise at least. Holy crap. What have we got here? We have let's start at the beginning, cuz apparently he's been having an affair with this young girl for years. They said a couple years or so.
It's been quite a few years now.
Quite a few years, yeah. He's been having an affair with this girl. If you see a picture of her, she's like just poster girl of typical blonde chicks. That
basic
girl.
Like
she's
basic.
She's basic white girl.
Yeah. But if you've seen his wife as well, he's got a type.
Yeah,
he's got a type.
He does. Yeah, this was not shocking, but okay, I guess him having an affair is not the shocking part to me.
I mean, that's happened
a lot. I think that happens all the time. It's more of his reaction to it than anything. You've been getting the scoop. If you could fill me in.
Yeah. So basically the timeline, like you said, it's been going on for a couple of years. Michigan has actually had a couple of investigations on this. Mm-hmm. So back in this summer, as you know, long ago as this summer, the AD actually took in the staffer and Sherrone Moore into his office and asked him about the affair, and they both denied it.
Okay, do we know the details of that meeting? Was somebody in there witnessing it?
I don't believe so. I don't remember hearing that.
Because what that basically means in my brain, he had hey, keep this on the low, please. I don't want to see you in my office again. What you do outside of work is what you do outside of work. I don't want to see this happening in work. That's basically what that translates to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
it's basically they just got put in timeout and they need to be more careful about it.
True. I mean, that probably could have been it.
So yeah.
But
continue.
I mean, it did swarm around an entire Michigan campus because, like you said, it's been going on for quite some time. Even so much so that the staffer actually got pregnant. Sherrone Moore forced her to have an abortion.
Ooh, I didn't hear about this. This is spicy.
Yes, and which led to her receiving a 50% pay raise in 1 year.
55%.
Or 55%. Let's put it this way. I think she had like a $50,000 and salary, and then it went up to $90,000 in 1 year. So not suspicious. Not suspicious at all. All earned.
Right. Okay. Oh, so I didn't know about the baby part.
Yeah. So, with all that stuff happening, especially for the head coach at a big-time football school, I mean, that was going around campus all the whole entire time. So, what happened is that it got so intense that the assistants actually came up to Sherrone Moore and told him, "Hey, you need to either fire this chick or you need to move her to a different athletic department because it's getting way too much on the team, too much of a distraction." So Sherrone Moore actually fired her, which turned out to be kind of a costly flaw, especially with somebody who had blackmail on her.
Yeah, you can't fire her. That's the reason. That's probably her whole reason of banging him in the first place.
Yes. So
job security.
Rewind a little bit back during the season, the AD actually came out and said, because it was being talked about among the Michigan students, if anybody had any evidence to bring it forward, and he would fire Moore on the spot for it. Now, this kind of goes back to your point, is that they probably didn't have any evidence, and he kind of knew that, so he knew that wasn't going to happen. However, once Sherrone Moore fired her, she went straight to the AD's office and gave him the evidence.
Oh, good Lord. All right, Sherrone Moore's an idiot.
He's kind of an idiot.
we kind of knew that, but, he's a bigger idiot than I thought.
Yeah. So with that, and then once he got fired, he immediately went to his wife's house, got into an argument, and then went straight to the mistress' house, and there was some threatening going on. But the confusing part is he was using butter knives.
Butter knives to threaten himself and her.
I think he eventually grabbed some scissors, which,
Still, yeah, I mean, she's at, he was at her house, right? So they gotta have some knives.
Yeah, I mean, you would think.
And that wasn't his first time being there.
And if he was really that, thinking that the world was going to end and he was trying to end his life, I don't know why you would prolong it in suffering by trying to kill yourself with butter knives, because that's not going to be an easy, slow, or fast death.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this was just this was him being dramatic, and look, it's a cry for her back, basically. It was that was all bluff. Whatever. But still, butter knives. I don't even think I could do a good job carving myself up with a butter knife. It would just be more of like a blunt force trauma. Yeah. Right? It wouldn't be like a cut.
Yeah, and apparently, throughout the semester, because she had broken things off with him, which would have been his out. Another reason why, Sherrone Moore was a dumbass in this. She had broken it off with him. He ended up, in turn, was stalking her at her apartment, and just following her around campus and everything.
All the while, he has a wife and kids.
And 3 kids, yes.
Fucking insane.
Yeah,
This is insane.
And then this is my opinion, but, I mean, for a guy to... and let me preference this by saying I do not condone this behavior, and I do not condone cheating.
Right.
But to throw the head coaching job and, everything that you've worked up to so far for somebody that I kind of consider a 4 or 5, she's not
cute.
She's not even. But to throw your life away?
No, God, no. I'm trying to give Sherrone the benefit of the doubt here. No, she probably has a nice butt. I didn't see her whole body picture.
I don't know. For me, I didn't think that was that worth it. But
no.
She must have been good in bed.
They had to, like I said at the beginning, that good pussy will drive a man crazy. Well, okay, yeah, that was the big story to come out of the weekend, and at least in college football. Because that's pretty crazy. Because now it's like Penn State's even more fucked.
They got Matt Campbell.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. They were, because whenever it happened, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is Penn State gonna do? But yeah, so they got Matt Campbell. I'm still wondering what the fuck Michigan's going to do here.
Yeah. And before we get right onto that subject, I feel like there's a lesson to be learned here.
Oh, yes, please.
Because especially in the case of Sherrone Moore, Urban Meyer, and Ed Orgeron versus Lane Kiffin, if there's one lesson to be learned is that winning does cure everything.
Yes.
So as long as you're not losing, which, if he doesn't lose to Ohio State, we might see this being swept on the rug and popping out years later.
I think it gets swept.
It gets swept on the rug.
100%.
The guy is undefeated against Ohio State.
What? Please.
So lesson learned here:
just win.
Just win. You can get away with all the sorority girls that you want. We're looking at you, Lane Kiffin.
Yep. Yeah, but he's also not married, so you can't really fornicate with the staff. I guess Al Davis really did say it best. Just win, baby, win.
Just win, baby, win.
Just win, baby, win.
But going on to the Michigan coaching search.
Well, yeah, so I don't really know what they're going to do.
I will say, the teams that thought they got by without losing their coach, this kind of starts things back up again.
Starts it right back up. So it's going to have to be... Somebody's going to want that job. Michigan's one of the biggest jobs in the country, so they'll find somebody.
They'll definitely find somebody, but is it going to be somebody that they initially want? I don't know.
Probably not.
There's a lot of Kalen DeBoer talk, which I kind of don't like that.
I don't either, because that means Lane Kiffin to Alabama. But I don't think Kalen DeBoer's going to leave. It would be funny if John Harbaugh got it. That would be really fun.
That would be funny.
It would be really funny. Yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, good job Penn State getting Matt Campbell. Let's see. But we only had what two college games this weekend, huh?
There was Army Navy.
Army Navy. Let's get to that. Actually, great tradition. Love the fucking tradition there. Flyovers are awesome.
Yep.
It's been going on since 1890. This one was a really, really good game. Nice comeback by Navy. Navy has the overall, I think, like 60-40 or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I didn't realize, dude. Their streak. They had a streak from 2002 to 2015. Navy won. 2002, 2015.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
That was our timeline.
Yeah, I just didn't realize they had 14 in a row.
They had just dominated.
That was wild.
Yeah, because Army was pretty bad for a while. I kind of do remember that. And then Navy did. That sounds about that timeline that Navy had Paul Johnson as the head coach. And who was running the triple option really awesome. Which,
yeah, they perfected that.
Yeah, which they still do run a version of the triple option now,
right?
Which is cool to see. I like that they do, and it's kind of brought out during this game. But it does make me realize how like outdated it is, because if you watch like how schematically how it's drawn up. A lot of times you got running backs that are like defending defensive ends, which, I mean, back in 1950s, the size comparison is not that very different. But when you get to 2025, defensive ends are ginormous, and they were just blasting through these running backs. So it's in theory, it keeps an offense discipline and blocking assignments discipline, but it really does create mismatches for you.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You got a 5'10", 215-pound running back going up against a 6'1", 6'2", 275-pound DN.
Yeah.
Sorry. You lose that battle. 9 times out of 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, so nice little fun fact. It was the most watched college football game this season. 7.8 million views.
Nice.
Now, granted, that's America. A little... Yeah, it's a little... Skewed because it was the only fucking game on. But America. Like, come on. There was plenty of MAC games that were on that were there were standalone games, all the bowl games and stuff. We'll see what happens whenever the playoffs start. But yeah, America, baby.
I will say that I finally actually realized that I come to this conclusion every single year, but this is the exact same weekend that I realized that basketball has already started.
Yes.
Every single year.
Yep. And that's a great segue because we don't really have very much. I mean, Washington crushed this weekend, and that was about it. So let's get to some basketball. This is I like this because we didn't really start talking about LSU basketball at the beginning of the season because, I mean, LSU basketball always plays like 7 or 8 just dog shit teams.
Yeah. And also college basketball, you actually it's necessary to have that warm up period because nobody knows any of their team members' names. And that's not
anymore.
No, and that doesn't just go for LSU. I mean, it goes for all other teams. It's almost like one and done again, except it's through the transfer portal. You just got a new roster every single year.
I think it's more one and done than it ever has been. Because, like, one and dones were the people who got to the college and then went pro.
Yeah.
You still had the guys who couldn't go pro stay with your program. Mm-hmm. Now, it's one and I'm just getting the fuck out of here.
And getting the highest paycheck.
Correct, yeah. So, LSU basketball, they're 9-1. They played a bunch of cupcakes. They played a bunch of cupcakes until their ninth game. And that was Texas Tech, and they got clobbered.
Yeah, I got scared after that one.
Yeah, I did too. We'll get to it. I want to say this: the first 8 games, we were very good on the offensive boards. We would get offensive rebounds. We were good at. We had our outside shot. Max McKinnon, Sutton, they would all shoot pretty well. I can't pronounce his first name. Thomas Jr.
Deaton
Thomas Jr., yeah. he's our general. He's so good at seeing the floor. He takes games over when he needs to. He's so freaking good. He's our best. He's our most. I wouldn't say he's our best player, but he's our most important player.
Most valuable player.
Yeah.
I mean,
Technically, maybe. Yeah, he might be, but I think I'm gonna say most important right now. But what I said, and I think I told you this, the way that we were playing basketball against the first 8 opponents of our season was not gonna be sustainable once we got to better competition.
SEC play.
Correct. Well, either way, we hit Texas Tech. Texas Tech was ranked number 19 when we played them. They tore us up. It wasn't even we weren't even in the game to begin with. From the beginning, they had our number. The good thing is we adjusted.
Yep.
We adjusted and we beat a good SMU team.
Yep.
And we did it with Mike Nwoko going out. He had 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes.
Yep.
And then, I mean, Jalen Reed's out. He's out with.
He got injured.
Yeah, he got injured. Our bench came through.
Yep.
One of my favorite names to say is Pablo Tumba.
Pablo Tamba.
It's just it's a great name. He came off the bench, played really well. Max McKinnon, our boy from Down Under.
Down under, shooting a deep three.
Yeah, no, so him and Sutton are outside guys. They can knock it down from 3. Same with Thomas Jr. I'm kind of it was a good bounce back.
Yeah, it's a good bounce back, and like you said, I'm getting a little excited. I'm cautiously optimistic is probably the best way to put it. Because we've seen this kind of before. We've seen where we've had a cupcake, non-conference schedule.
Yep.
And then by the time the SEC came here, and we just totally flaked out. So I'm still going to pump the brakes a little bit on my optimism. But I like the type of basketball that they've been playing, and which leads me to, as far as our decision to keep McMahon as our coach. I really do like that they stuck with him, even though we've had some tough years. Basketball and the turnover rate on rosters is so much nowadays, so prevalent. So, I mean, even if you did have a bad season, you could turn around your roster and get an infusion of players. So, I liked how he conducted his teams. I liked how they always kind of played. They still played hard, even though that they were losing. So I'm glad that we stuck with them. It looks like it's kind of paying off. It looks like he's really getting his system implemented.
Yeah, I've been a Matt McMahon supporter. I've always even the years that we didn't do well. For some reason I still like it. It wasn't like a Brian Kelly where I just wanted him gone. Mm-hmm. It was like, come on, just keep giving him time. If you can find a guy that can work the portal as well as anyone else in the nation, I think you'll be able to have obviously he has to be able to coach basketball.
Yeah,
but I think the big component here is you got to be able to work the portal. If you can work the portal, you have a chance every year.
Yes.
So and that's what I think. It's not very traditional. It's not, so basketball is, I think, changing the most.
Well, it's changing a lot.
And so it's if you're a fan of the old way of playing basketball, like developing teams and stuff, this is not going to be your best. This is not going to be good for you. But it is also, on the flip side, it is exciting because you can be dog shit the year before and then be in March Madness the next year.
One thing that I read up on and have noticed this year with college basketball is actually the influx of European basketball players. So people that would initially have started their career in Europe and then made their way to the NBA are actually now coming to the USA for college and for college basketball in particular because of NIL. Now that they're getting paid for it, they're trying to get a little sum of the money, which I think it's going to be a great thing for competition. It's going to make things a lot more competitive. And a lot of these European players don't come from the AAU pipeline. So a lot of them are fundamentally sound.
Right.
And I think that's going to put pressure on players in the U.S. to actually counter that and make sure that they are staying fundamentally sound. Because typically you see a little just more talent in the USA that rather than Europe. Not saying that there isn't, but I'm just saying overall.
So so you're saying we might actually get back to fundamental basketball?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's a cool spin zone.
A little spin zone there, but if you take the time to like look at how many Europeans are, because we've seen it in the NBA level, but see it in the college level this year, and comparatively to maybe 5-10 years ago, there's a lot of Europeans playing.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at two of the best players in the NBA are European. I mean, there's even more. Let's see. You got anything else on LSU basketball? That's a good little intro. We'll talk a little bit more about LSU basketball here in the weeks to come.
Yeah, and maybe some headliners too from the college basketball. See
yeah,
how now that we've got a little bit of a taste of who's what. This freshman class actually is a pretty good freshman class.
Boozer Brothers,
Boozer Boys, and then AJ. Basta, whatever his name is from BYU.
Yeah,
he is fantastic. I'm just terrible with words.
Yep.
We all know that.
Oh no, me too. All right, let's get to speaking of Europeans. Well, no, I guess I'm gonna say speaking of foreigners. NFL recap: Saints vs. Carolina. I think we found our kicker.
I was like, how did this segue?
I guess technically he is European, huh?
Yeah.
He's Irish. Charlie Smith. But that's Smith with a S-M-Y-T-H.
T-H, yeah. I like that.
Awesome. It was great. It was a great game. Quick question, dude. And this is a serious question. Are we the best team in the NFC South?
I mean, there could be an argument made.
I think we're the best team in the NFC South. We swept Carolina. Let's see. We beat the Bucks, right? Oh no, we haven't. Yeah, we beat the Bucks.
We beat the Bucks. We beat the Bucks before this.
Yeah,
game.
we split the Bucks, and then we have Atlanta. If we beat Atlanta, I think we're going to be the best in the division.
Well, I think the numbers don't lie, and we are 3-2. Everybody else is 2-2, 2-2, and 2-3.
Yes. So we are the best team in the division.
We're the best team in the division. How crazy would that be if it depended on the record of the divisional record? Whether you win the division and make the playoffs.
That would have gotten changed a long time ago because a potentially 5-12. A potentially 5-12 Saints team would be in the playoffs.
It could be in the playoffs.
Yeah, so like that would just not.
Yeah, because they would lose. They could lose to the Jets.
Yeah.
They'd have to beat the Falcons probably.
No, they have to. Yeah, so they could lose 2 out of the next 3 as long as they beat the Falcons.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
It's with Jets, Titans, Falcons.
Yeah, they would. That would be wild.
Yeah.
Thank God that's not the case.
This is awesome. This was a great win. Great win for me personally because it confirms that Kellen Moore is still establishing the culture. He is still got these guys ready to run through a brick wall for him. Watching the defense is just it's one of my favorite things. I hope we bring everybody back. I know we got some old guys, and are people coming to the end of their contract? I know. I can't remember. But
yeah, I'm sure that there is, especially a lot of the old heads.
Yeah. But Shook, he keeps getting better and better every week. He had 272 yards on 24-32. He had a touchdown and he had 32 rushing yards. Like, he gets better and better. And we lost Devin Neal in the first half.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, we were we're down to our fourth string running back.
Yeah.
We had to go to the practice squad.
What was it? Estime. Mm-hmm. Who's actually not playing too bad.
No, he actually had a pretty good game.
Great pickup.
Yep.
So got him on the got him on the chip end of his career. So he was drafted by the Broncos, got let go by the Broncos. A lot of times that's like a wake up call for these players, and because especially he was a big time back at Notre Dame,
Right.
So he probably came into the league thinking things were going to be easy. I mean, it's just you're at the highest level of competition in the NFL. So, you can't just go all your entire life of just based off of talent. You're going to have to work your ass off to make sure you're the best back on your team. And of course that didn't happen, but sometimes that wake-up call wakes that talent back up again and gets that hard work to complement it.
Yep, it's like, "Oh, okay, I can't just cruise through this. I have to try."
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind us winning out. I really wouldn't. Like, I know it would smoke our draft pick, but I'm not too worried about the draft pick this year.
No,
I don't really care. It's not like we have a glaring, yeah, sure, we have quite a few needs at offensive line. We could probably pick up maybe a wide receiver. And everybody's like, "Oh, quarterback." No. We don't have a glaring need at quarterback right now, especially with Shuck getting better and better every single week. Like, I want to win out and then build that momentum go into next season.
Yeah, I would like to build a roster around him and then go from there. If we do get a receiver, I kind of want to get more so like a late round receiver because I think the receivers in the next year's class is going to be phenomenal.
2027 is going to be stacked.
It is going to be stacked. So I would kind of want to save that for that time. Maybe even pick up a couple free agents on a 1-year deal to kind of set that up. You always got to be looking kind of in the future. But
do you think Jeremiah Love drops to us? Because as we're going right now, let's just say we win out. We'll get a top 10 pick, maybe a top 12. I mean, running backs don't go top 10 anymore.
Not really, but lately it's been surprising how high some of them have gone, like Jahmyr Gibbs.
True.
But,
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs went what? What was he?
I thought he was
either. I think the highest drafted running back was Fournette, or at least in the last 10 years.
There was some other ones, for sure, but Jahmyr Gibbs went. Where's the best way to find this information?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
The 12th. I actually thought it was the 12th pick.
Okay. You should go with your gut.
Gotta go with my gut. But yeah, Jeremiah Love, I wouldn't mind because I do like the running backs we have. I don't think any of them are absolutely phenomenal. I don't love any of the running backs we have. And that's including Kamara I'm not saying I don't love Kamara. I do love Kamara, but he's old. We probably should have traded him. We definitely should have traded him this year before he got hurt. But I wouldn't mind having a new starter and having Kamara complement him.
Correct. Yeah. 100%.
That way he doesn't have to play as many snaps. He can just come in with a little bit of a burst and rest in between plays. Yeah,
because I like Kendra Miller. He's just not. I don't think he's the guy. I like Devin Neal. He's young. So he could develop, but as far as an explosive come out the gates, just swinging right off the bat. Guy, Jeremiah Love would be great. I also think we could beef up the offensive line too. So
yeah, but as a way of developing Tyler Shuck, what better way can you do than have a solid running game as he gets more acclimated to reading defenses, going through his progressions and everything?
Yeah,
I mean you could probably make a case that's a big benefit for Drake May. Right now in this year that he's been having.
Travion Anderson's
we'll get to him.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. And then, like you said, he has Ramondre Stevenson, a veteran, to complement him.
Yeah, so, and they're not just a pass-happy offense. It's not just Drake May doing it all. But last thought I had on Tyler Shuck, yes, I thought he looked good. I do want to see a little bit more right now. And that would be in regards to the passing touchdown. He did have one passing touchdown, and I know the game before he had 2 rushing touchdowns. For a quarterback like him, I would like to see those passing touchdowns up a little bit more so because I don't think his legs are a defining attribute of him. I like it because he can scramble out when he needs to, and he can kind of make the play on the run with his legs. But I want to see him really hone into his passing ability and really use that to his advantage.
He didn't. I don't think he had too many passes like downfield. I think he had a couple to Olave, I believe.
Yeah,
and then that was about it. So yeah, I think getting getting the ball downfield. He didn't have any passes above 20 yards. So something like again a cautiously optimistic type of approach. And Deuce McAllister said the same thing. I was listening to it because I was driving home. Deuce McAllister said it best. He's like, I like it. I like Tyler Shuck, but I'm not ready to make him the all-time starter for the Saints.
Messiah.
Like, he's not the. They basically said it best at the game. Go make a movie. To at least Charlie Smith, but that's Tyler Shuck needs to do the same thing. Go make a movie. Just do it. Speaking of Charlie Smith, awesome. I'm glad we found a kicker. He loves it in New Orleans too. He was so fucking stoked after like I said, I was listening to it, so all I had was just them talking.
He's got a little swagger to him.
Yeah.
He went straight to the opponent's sideline. He went straight to the Panthers sideline and just like stared him down, gave him some little hand signals and stuff like that. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. And he sounds awesome. He sounds like a guy you want to go to get a pint with. It's just,
he probably is.
The Irish, he won't have to buy another pint in New Orleans ever again.
They're not called pints, but yeah.
I'll buy him a pint. Yeah, they're called pints. You get a pint of beer at 16 ounces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, I was a bartender. They're called pints. Let's see. The last thing I have on this game is I actually listened to. Well, so I usually watch all the post-game pressers and stuff. I actually listened to it this time. Kellen Moore might be one of the most boring post-game press conference coaches of all time, and I love it.
Oh, he's just straight coaches talk.
I love it. He just because it's like Bill Belichick but better almost because like he's not a dickhead. But he's not. All he does, and he says it's the most boring answers of all time, and that's what you need to do.
He's exactly that Key and Peele speech or a skit where he's interviewing the player, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we came out there 100%, group effort, team effort."
Yep. Keegan-Michael Key does great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the most boring post-game press conference, and I was so happy because of it.
Yeah, we might have to do our coaches talk interpreter for
Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, well, I'm down.
Yeah,
he does need a translator.
Yes,
because like there were some questions where he answered them like. As his coaches talk, and I'm just like he's got to be thinking in his head that's the stupidest question I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, we got to do that for sure.
That would be good. You got anything else on the game?
That's about it.
Yeah. Obviously, we have to start with the Saints because those are boys. Biggest game, probably the biggest game, one of the biggest games. Chiefs versus Chargers. Mostly just the storylines that came out of this game. Chiefs are out of the playoffs for the first time since 2014. Mahomes tearing his ACL and LCL. First of all, I want to hear your thoughts on this because I have a take that's a little different than what everybody's been saying.
Okay. Well, I guess my initial thoughts with this is that this is going to really hurt the Patrick Mahomes greatest of all time conversation and debate against Tom Brady.
How so?
because Tom Brady only missed the playoffs in 2002, and that was the second or first year he was a starter. It was the second year he was a starter.
Okay.
So, and then as long as he was a starter for all the games during the season, he had that one season, I think 2008, 2009, where
Mahomes isn't going to be the starter for all the seasons this year.
Yeah.
For all the games, this year.
Yeah, but like that season, he got hurt the first game of the season, and Matt Castle took over the entire season.
Okay. Oh, so what
I'm
you got
saying
a little asterisk there.
Yeah. But the thing is that Patrick Mahomes got eliminated before he got hurt.
No.
Same game.
It was not. Nope. He still has not taken a snap out of contention of the playoffs. He is still not taking a single snap where his team has not been in contention for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's a real stat.
That is true.
The Tom Brady one obviously is more impressive, but I just love how that Mahomes people are just clinging on to that.
Clinging on to that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then my second take off of this is that I really think the NFL scriptwriters have no creativity at all, because as soon as the Chiefs fall off, they just bring the Patriots back. So there's a lot of favoritism. It's just Chiefs or Patriots.
Everybody's like, you know what? I actually didn't really mind the Chiefs as much as I thought.
Like, fuck, we got the Patriots again?
Yeah.
Damn it.
That was good. The Bills beat them, but their Patriots are still fucking really good. My biggest takeaway is I think people are so freaking dramatic. They're like, oh my God, the Chiefs are done. They're never gonna be good again. This is the fall of their dynasty. This is it. Like they're literally, the sky is falling on the Chiefs. Like let's just back up here. Yeah, sure. They're getting old. They may need a reboot, okay? They've been to 5 of the last 6 Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. They've been to, including the last 3, they've won 2 out of the last 3, okay? They went to the Super Bowl last year. Yeah, sure, they got beat by the Eagles, but the Eagles were clobbering everybody.
Plus, it was a rematch, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a rematch. Dude, the Chiefs are fine. Yeah, they got some cap issues, but honestly, I don't even think the cap really exists. I don't think the cap exists. And, you just have a little bit of a rebuild. Guess what? The Patriots did it while Tom Brady was there multiple times.
Yeah.
As long as they got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, they're okay.
And I think they could make an argument that that they've kind of maybe held on to some players a little bit too long in their career.
Maybe.
Look, Bill Belichick even had to make those tough decisions. He even tried to trade Tom Brady in 2017. And we know Tom Brady didn't actually retire until,
2022?
2022?
Yeah, 2022.
He still had a lot more years. But, Bill knew that at some point he was going to fall off, and he wanted to get some sort of value out of him.
Yep.
But, yeah, you got to make those tough decisions sometimes. I know there are fan favorites and such, but, as much as the Swifties will kill me, Travis Kelce is old.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
He's not the same.
He's done. You're right. Bill Belichick was the best at cutting people.
Yeah.
A year before they were done. Just like the Steelers are the best at cutting people right before they go cuckoo.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Who's the next one that's going to go cuckoo? I know they inherited him, but would it be DK? Do you think maybe DK?
Maybe DK, yeah.
Just goes out on a session?
Maybe DK. That would be, yeah, I think so. I was going to say Patrick Queen, but he's the Steelers version of DeMario Davis. He just loves hitting people and just playing the game of football.
Yeah.
He's still tearing up.
Yeah. I was also thinking maybe Aaron Rodgers, but he's already gone cuckoo.
No, he's been cuckoo. He's out in La La Land. Anyways, let's get to a couple more games real quick. Colts versus Seahawks. Grandpa Phil, baby, let's go. He looks all of 44 years old.
Yes,
but they should have won this game.
They
should have won this game.
They should have won this game.
It sucked to see Blake Groupie hit a fucking 60-yarder. But hey, sometimes players just need a change of scenery. You know?
Look, he does this. We know this. Look, we're his ex, so we know exactly what he does. He wins you in, and you're like, oh, this little short guy, he can make these field goals from way back there. And then he will break your heart.
Yep.
A little tiny psychopath.
Tiny psychopath, yeah. Oh, man. Keep Sherrone Moore away from him. Dude, the Seahawks scored 6 field goals. That was a bummer. I had Jackson Smith-Njigba anytime touchdown, and like he had a great game. It's just they couldn't find the fucking end zone.
Yeah.
But hey, Grandpa Phil, he's starting again. He's starting next week.
Yeah, that was the big storyline of this game, and really had everybody acting like they could come play again. Tom Brady came out, said he could play again.
Cam Newton felt disrespected.
Oh, he got butthurt.
Yeah, that he didn't
got
get
big
called.
time butthurt.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, stop looking like Cat in the Hat, and maybe some team will take you seriously. But
exactly. Yeah, it was a boring game, and Phil doesn't look great, but he knows the offense. His like he can still play quarterback up here. But, like, his arm physically just doesn't do what his mind is telling it to do.
It looks like a little toddler throwing a ball. I think he's, like, going back into, like, that progression of life.
He's Benjamin Buttoned himself.
He's Benjamin Button himself. You know how toddlers, like, they don't actually realize that you can throw it with the arm, so they just throw their whole body into it? That's exactly how every throw was. I was just watching him, and he's like, man, this guy is just throwing his entire body into every throw. But
it's like baseball players, they're supposed to come back and use their hips, and same with golfers. He just does that with his arm.
Yeah.
with this throwing motion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, good old Grandpa Phil. I missed him. It was nice because it felt like we were watching, because we came up whenever Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, all the Ben Roethlisberger, all those guys, Phillip Rivers, they all were playing. So it was like a blast from the past. It was like when I was in college and they were in their primes, and everyone was just going crazy.
It also made me think of, like, this was the NFL's version of undercover boss. Like, he's out on the field. He doesn't really match, but, like, he's got the uniform on and everything. Because he looked fat.
He did. Well, he had that little brace around his torso.
He looked fat.
Did you not see the brace around his torso?
I saw it.
Yeah, that's what made him look fat. It made him.
He looked fat in pregame warm-ups though too.
Yeah. He had a little James Harden going there, but
which is understandable. I mean,
he's 44 years old. He's a grandpa.
He's a grandpa.
He has grandchildren.
Yeah.
Which grandchildren at 44 is kind of wild. Well, I guess not really anymore. Yeah, you have a kid at 20. They have a kid at 22. Yeah,
he was doing pretty well at that age, being in the NFL. So I mean,
he's a church boy.
He's very religious too. So
he don't. Dang nabbit, he don't curse.
Apparently, was a virgin when he got married.
Good for him.
So yeah, good for him. So I mean, he was ready to go. He had been waiting a long time.
He'd been waiting a while. All right, that was the storyline out of that game. Bills versus Patriots. Patriots are up 21-0. And then Josh Allen happens.
There's no game that the Bills are out of.
No, never, ever. Which is awesome. They're going to be, them in the playoffs are going to be electric.
I've got Bills to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I've got Bills to the Super Bowl.
When did you decide this?
When the Chiefs got eliminated from the playoffs.
Okay.
Their kryptonite is gone. The Bills to the Super Bowl.
Oh, actually, the Bills to the Super Bowl is very plausible.
Doesn't that kind of seem reasonable now that the Chiefs are out?
Yes. Oh, that's good. What are the odds for them to make it to the Super Bowl? It just depends, because the NFC is so stacked that, like, I don't know if I'd say them Super Bowl champions.
But making it to the Super Bowl.
Making it to the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And the odds might be like a good odds to bet on.
Plus 360. Oh,
plus 360?
I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, I thought that would at least be 1,000.
They're ranked ahead of the Patriots. So they're plus 360 to win the AFC. The Patriots are plus 600.
See, I'm on to something. Vegas knows.
Vegas knows.
Vegas knows.
Guess who's number one to win the AFC? It's pretty obvious after this weekend, but the Denver Broncos.
Oh, the Denver Broncos. I was about to say, yeah.
I
I just
might
had to think about them.
I might do.
They're a little far west in my mind.
I might do. I might sprinkle a little on the Jags and the Chargers. Jags plus 650 and Chargers plus 1,000. Did you hear what Jim Harbaugh said about his team? They're a ball team.
They're a ball team?
Ball team.
Well, if the Chargers, once they get healthy, like, they're going to be a force to reckon with. Because it's pretty crazy how Justin Herbert's been playing with, like, basically half a hand.
Yep. Well, that's because he doesn't need to jerk himself off anymore. Madison Beer's doing that. So
Look, off-the-field performance translates to on-the-field performance.
Exactly. Dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Pats have Ravens, Jets, Fins left. Bills have Browns, Eagles, Jets. I like the Bills, the rest of the Bills season better than the rest of the Patriots season. I think the Bills could actually win the division.
Win the division?
Yeah, I mean, because Browns, I think the Bills beat the Browns. Eagles, that's their tough. That'll be a tough one because the Eagles are going to need to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jets, I think they're going to stomp the Jets.
That seems logical.
Patriots have the Ravens. Ravens are going to be a tough out. They have the Jets, which I think they'll beat, and then the Dolphins, which I don't know.
They should beat.
The Patriots have always had problems with the Dolphins.
Where is it at?
I don't know. I believe it's...
Because if it's in Miami, then you might have a point.
But if it's in Foxborough, then...
In December.
Yeah, there's...
It's probably at that point. It's probably going to be in January, huh? Maybe around New Year's.
Probably. It's going to be January. Oh, it's in Foxborough. Okay, yeah, no, they're going to win that. Never mind. So we'll see. But it's in Foxborough, January 4th. Miami's not winning that game.
Yeah.
Anything else on this?
Yeah, Trayvon Henderson's fast.
He's very fast. Holy shit,
very,
he's so
very
fast. He's like Jahmyr Gibbs fast.
But I will say, for as fast as he is, Drake May tried to make his case this game. Did you see that one run, the last run that he had?
I did not.
I think it was in the third or fourth quarter, where he ran out to the left and Drake May ran with him to give him that lead block right before the touchdown. Tre'Davious White.
No, did he keep up with him?
Drake May reached the top speed of 20.58 miles per hour.
Wow.
I know, right? Drake May, fast.
20.5?
Yeah, 20.58 miles per hour.
Holy shit, that's fast.
Yeah. I think Travion hit about 21 miles per hour on that same run.
Right, yeah. Drake May's fast.
Drake May's fast.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck the Patriots. God damn it.
I know.
God damn it.
But I will say, I mean, for being up 21-0 against the Bills, I know the Patriots and Drake May are fine, but that second half has to be a little unsettling.
Yeah, well, Patriots fans are calling it a wake-up game. Or, just like a wake-up call.
Yeah, they do that. They try to like self-motivate themselves.
Or they're just trying to I don't know, make it not seem like that big of a deal.
Act like that they know what they're doing, like we're
it was
better
a Josh
than
Allen. It was a Josh Allen thing though.
Yeah.
As long as you got Josh Allen, you're in the game.
Yep, exactly.
Let's see. Let's finish off with Falcons Bucks. I kind of alluded to it earlier. The NFC South is broken. I think the NFC South is just not. It's not working. It needs some WD-40. The fact that the Saints have the best division record in the fucking division is insane. Here's the thing. I am gonna look forward to watching the last 3 games for the Bucks and Panthers because they each have Bucks and they each have the 2 games left between them, Bucks and Panthers. The Carolina Panthers play the Seahawks and the Bucks play the Dolphins. I would wager a large amount of money that the Bucks win the division.
Okay.
Just because of that game. I think they split. So the Panthers have the Bucks, Seahawks, Bucks, and the Bucks have the Panthers, Fins, Panthers. I can see them splitting each. Like Carolina wins one, the Bucks win one, and then I could also see, I see that the Bucks easily beat the Dolphins, and I think the Panthers are gonna have a hard time with the Seahawks because the Seahawks are gonna need to win.
Yeah.
So
no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, my bet's on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers to win the NFC South, but it's gonna be fun. We'll see how it goes.
It's pretty wild how the schedule and how the records turned out this year.
Dude, it's almost like the NFL scripted it, huh?
It's almost as if there was a whole script ahead of time, right?
Almost.
I will say there's probably nothing more dangerous in the NFL than playing your division rival when they have nothing to play for.
Yeah.
They have nothing to lose, nothing. They're out of the playoff contention. We saw it with the Saints and the Panthers, and then Thursday night we saw it firsthand, Falcons and Bucks.
Yep. Yeah, that was a frustrating game because I thought the Bucks were gonna win, but I think I think Baker Mayfield's just hurt. Mike Evans had a good game.
Yeah, Mike Evans came back. He had a good game. Mm-hmm. What about Kyle Pitts?
Fuck Kyle Pitts. I'm done. No. People are just like, oh, he's going to be... I hope those of you who have him in fantasy, I hope you started him this week. Actually, I hope he was on your bench. But I hope he was on your bench this week, and then you start him next week, and he gets you 2 points. That's what I hope. Because that's what Kyle Pitts is.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's not going to do anything next week. Honestly, well, you can't really trade him. But you'd probably be better off just drop him so you don't have the temptation. He's not going to do anything. Promise you. This will get him money, though. He'll probably get traded to the Chiefs. Or he'll go to the Chiefs.
Well, he's about to be in a free agent. He's about to be a free agent this offseason.
He'll probably go to the Chiefs.
I just find it funny that Atlanta picked him with the 4th pick. Little did they know that it was going to take them 4 years to actually develop.
Yeah. Fuck Atlanta, because they're stupid. Stupid. All right, you got anything else?
That's it.
All right, let's get to our picks and then wrap it up. Let's see, what's your game of the week, dude?
Game of the week?
For NFL, yeah.
Did we want to go through the last week's picks?
Oh, yeah, let's go through last week's picks.
I'll start off with my game of the week. I had Bills at the Patriots, -1.5 for the Bills, so I got that one.
Wait, your game of the week, Bills at Patriots. Yeah. Oh, okay. You got the Bills? Nice.
I had the Bills on that one.
Nice.
I had that feeling that the Bills really needed to win more so than the Patriots did. Right. And then favorite was Titans at the 49ers, -12.5. I know it was a lot of points. Barely got it with 13 points.
Yeah, you did get it. That's right. Nice.
And then finished off 2 out of 3 because I lost the Lions at the Rams. I thought the Lions were going to be a desperate team, but not desperate enough.
Well, I had the Lions and Rams, but I had the Rams -5.5. Got that. Packers at Broncos. I had the
Broncos -2.5.
No, I had the Packers -2.5. It ended up going down to 1. I lost that one, and then Ravens at Bengals. Yeah, that was a bad one. I'm out on the Bengals. Bengals +2.5.
I think Joe Burrow's out on the Bengals.
Yeah, I hope he gets traded somewhere because he's just wasting away there.
We need him to enjoy football again.
Exactly, he needs to have fun. All right, who's your game of the week this week?
Game of the week this week, I feel like this was a no-brainer. The best game of this week, Rams at the Seahawks.
Yep, I had the same thing for my game of the week.
I'm actually going to go with the Seahawks. They're favored right now, -1.5. You got it as well. Let's get a JMO special.
JMO special, baby. I got the Seahawks -1.5 as well. They're coming off a bad game, and they need this win. I see it's in Seattle. Seattle's a hard place to play in. Dog of the week, Joe.
Dog of the week. I have actually got the Falcons at the Cardinals, +2.5 for the Cardinals.
Cardinals? Okay. Yeah, Falcons suck.
Falcons aren't great. It's at the Cardinals.
They used up all their whatever against the Bucks last week.
Exactly. And then I think Jonathan Gannon's trying to play for his job right now. So, like,
He's coaching for his job.
Yeah, coaching for his job. And Atlanta's so up and down. They'll have a big win, and then they'll just
hills and valleys, baby.
Exactly. So I'm kind of trying to play that valley right now.
All right. My dog of the week is Patriots at Ravens. I got Patriots +3. I think the Patriots are going to bounce back.
Okay.
They had it in the first half. Like, it wasn't like the Patriots played poorly. They just let their foot off the gas a lot.
That's true.
And
Okay.
The Ravens are shaky. They're shaky. They look good against the Bengals, but it's the fucking Bengals.
Yeah, and their defense has a lot to be left to be desired.
Favorite of the week, Joe.
Favorite of the week, I have got the Eagles at the Commanders -6.5.
Fucking right, baby. I got the Eagles at Commanders for my favorite of the week as well.
Let's go.
It seems like such a small spread.
It really does.
Like, I don't understand why it's only 6.5.
They're starting Marcus Mariota again. Like, they've kind of given up for the season.
Yeah, the Eagles literally have to win.
Yeah.
Like, they're in.
It's not like Dan Quinn's coaching for his job or anything.
No.
They're going to keep him again. They just had a bad injury plagued season. Eagles really need a bounce. Or they won last week, but it was an easy game. But
it's the Raiders.
They really need to keep winning in order to get themselves a good spot in the NFC.
100%. Because the Cowboys still can win the division.
Yep.
It's not likely, but they still can. So
Yep.
they're gonna have their ears pinned back. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. We got 2 JMO specials on the NFL. Nice.
Yep. And then we'll be posting the college ones that we did from last episode as well, because those will now actually be taking it into effect this weekend.
Right. We did the entire first round.
Yep.
You want to remind everybody what you got?
Yeah, if I had them.
Oh, okay. I'll remind everybody what I got. I got Oregon versus JMU. I have Oregon -21.5. Alabama versus Oklahoma. Bama -1.5. Tulane versus Ole Miss. Tulane +17.5. Miami versus Texas A&M. Miami +3.5. I believe those lines have stayed the same. Although
that'd be pretty crazy if they did.
There's a great possibility that
they've moved around a little bit.
They've moved around. So let's see. Hang on. Oh, college football playoffs. Yep. Let's see. Alabama. Yeah, Alabama's the same. Miami, Texas A&M's the same. Tulane. Yeah, they're all the same except James Madison and Oregon. They went down up half a point, so it's now Oregon -21 instead of -21.5.
I've been hearing some pundits talking about that one being the upset game, as far as if there was going to be a group
spread
against a spread. Obviously,
okay, I was about to say
at least to give them a little bit of trouble,
right?
But it's in comparison to Tulane and Ole Miss, so
right.
So that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna post when we post the picks of the week. Yeah, I'll post those, all of ours, together again, so everybody will get a reminder of what those were from last week.
Gotcha. You got anything else, brother?
I think that's about it.
Cool. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Later.